The best part of any science class are the labs. If you disagree, you're wrong. In chemistry, in 10th grade, our first lab was very organized and on task and good. My lab group consisted of me and 3 guys. Let's call them Xylophone, Monday, and 18 years old and still doesn't have a driver's license. I have very good reasons behind all of those names. We were supposed to conduct at least 3 trials following these instructions, and then each group picks 1 variable to change to push out more water. And we conduct another 3 trials, collect data, and see if our change worked. The teacher said we're looking for about 50 milliliters of water. But, something didn't work. We pushed out so few molecules of H2O we could hardly measure it. There was nothing there. Okay, fine, there are like 20 milliliters, but that's still a very tiny amount. I planned to sit in the corner and give up and cry. But someone decided, yo, what if we swirled the flask a bit? I don't remember who came up with the idea. Doesn't matter. We swirled the flask and water poured out. It was crazy. However, swirling the flask wasn't in the directions, so we altered the data. Across the 3 trials, we were not consistent with how much we swirled the flask, so our data was similarly inconsistent. We took so long on this stage of the experiment that we were one of the last groups to decide on a variable to change. Adding more vinegar, adding more baking soda, and adding more water were all taken. The only thing we could think of was, we could microwave the vinegar. Microwaving the vinegar made the reaction infinitely worse. And because we couldn't even measure the amount of water we pushed out, we resorted to swirling the flask, and as a result, we got warped data. That data is not consistent. Okay, let's do a few more trials without swirling the flask. We need to actually do this, right? Nah, it's fine. We'll just say they're all outliers. That's not how outliers work. That's how they work now. By the way, I was not the holder of the brain cell like I may be presenting myself as. While we were conducting trials, I thought it was a good time to ask Xylophone, you're friends with Firework, right? I kind of like him. Can you tell me stuff about him? I'm still surprised bro seriously responded. Sure, some of the stuff he said sounded like thinly veiled roasts, but overall it was good information. Yeah, we were whispering about him while conducting experiments and jotting down notes. You were so not locked in, like, at all. At least not until later that class period, when our teacher put up a challenge. This time, we want to extract exactly 20 milliliters. We're microwaving that vinegar. We were the first group to hit 20 milliliters, since that's what we've been getting so far, and we were rewarded with stickers. We lost the battle, but we won the war. Actually, we lost the battle, and then we lost the war, but we got cute animal stickers, so it was okay. But I put the sticker on my water bottle, and then I lost my water bottle, so I lost the sticker, so we just lost. I'm sad. Anyways, remember Firework, the guy I asked Xylophone about? He was in the lab group right next to us, and he was like, how did you do it? Mix 10 milliliters of vinegar with 10 grams of baking soda. Okay. That was absolutely not how we did it, but I think Firework tried that anyway.
10 milliliters of vinegar and 10 grams of baking soda? This is why labs are so great. Things blow up and catch on fire and expose our lack of brain juice, and that's beautiful.
But, I think I lost half a point for swirling the flask, so I might not do that again.